I get a lot of comments from people asking me about how I trained back in the day and how I train now and how I ate then, how I ate now, and what worked and what didn't work, and did yesterday's diet work for today, did yesterday's training method work for the day? And it's kind of like I understand it's a question, but if you really think it through, it's a senseless question because your body is your body. The human body's been around for how many thousands of years? It has a heart, it has a lungs, it has oxygen, it has blood, and it functions. Everybody's body functions the way. So what you do back 50 years ago for results, you can still get today because the body hasn't changed. It's not like a new model body, like a new model car that has new computers and stuff in it. It's the same body. So if you want to follow a diet like we did in the 70s for the bodies that we had, you follow the same diet today. It's gonna do exactly the same thing it did then. There's no difference between them. If you want to train like we did back then, you train like we did today. We used to do like chest and back on Mondays and then again on Thursdays. It was a superset back and forth. And to me, that was like one of the best training methods I ever tried. Tuesday would be shoulders and arms, and we had a certain routine that we did for shoulders and arms that was killer. And when you got used to it, after 3 or 4 weeks, you switch it up a bit, but you still do the same body parts. Wednesday was legs and Saturday was legs. So each body part was twice a week, 6 days a week. Now it seems like a lot, and it probably was a lot, or it probably is a lot for me now at my age, but back then it didn't seem like it because I had plenty of rest and recuperation. But that same routine works now. There's no question in my mind, if I do that today, the same thing, it works the same way for my body. Even though my body's 50 years older, it might take a little bit more to respond, but it's not because of the exercise, it's because of the age. And things change with age, there's no question about that. My nutrition, I go to lunch, I have a hamburger patty, eggs, and cottage cheese. My girlfriend says, aren't you bored to death eating that? Yeah, I am bored to death eating it, but it tastes okay, and the results are what you carry around. Look, when you invest in your body and you eat a certain way, even though you don't like it, your reward is your trophy, and your trophy is your body. And then when someone comes up to you and they say, oh, do you work out? And you can't tell? If you can't tell, then don't even talk to me, because of course I do. Why do you think I look like this? And then you have those that come up to you and say, you know, when I was younger, you're going to turn to fat by the time you're 25. And I was on the phone with a guy today who's my age. He's 70 pounds overweight, and he has diabetes and everything world wrong. Because why? He never went to the gym. He never followed my path, although he said, I follow your life completely for what you do, but he doesn't apply it. If he had applied it, he wouldn't be unhealthy today. So does the body change? The body doesn't change. The age changes, but the diet can stay the same and the training can stay the same. Now, yes, there's new methods today. There's all types of aerobics and all types of sports workouts and balls and this and that. And I see people in the gym with the balls and bouncing the balls and throwing the balls. And it's like, why would you want to do that? Just take the trash out and dump it. It's the same principle. It's not going to build you up. You need resistance. And if it's not weight resistance, then you need pulleys or cables or whatever. A muscle only works upon resistance. And when you resist it on any exercise, it tears down the fiber and then it regrows the next day. And that's what bodybuilding is about, rebuilding new cells. In order to build those cells, you have to tear them down. You don't build cells when you work out, you tear them down. When you build them is when you sleep and you eat. So that's my take on it. It's the same thing. You can apply it the same way, you're going to get the same results. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it in my mind at all. Don't be misled by some other fool who says he knows what he's talking about with a 12-inch buggy whip arm who's never worked out a day in his life, because there's a lot of trainers like that.